Today we're going to reread the first section of The Very First Americans. I would like you to follow along and try to keep your voice with mine as we read this section. Long, long ago, nobody lived in America. There were animals, huge woolly mammoths, big wildcats, bison, but no people at all. Animals may have led the first people here. The animals wandered into America from the frozen north, and hunters came after them. After hundreds of years, these first Americans were scattered all across the country. They lived in big groups called tribes. There were hundreds of different tribes in America. Each one had its own language, its own way of life, and its own name. But when Columbus landed in America in 1492, he thought he was in the Indies. So he called the people he met Indians. The name stuck. Northwest Coast. Tribes like the Chinook, the Makah, and the Salish made their homes near the water along the northwest coast of America. Most of their food came right from the sea. The Makah were very good whale hunters. They carved great canoes from the trunks of huge trees. Some canoes held up to 60 people. The hunters came just as close to the whale as they could. Men speared the whale with long harpoons. Later, the whole village feasted on whale meat and berries. Fishing for salmon was much easier than hunting whales. Salmon were caught in traps that stretched from one side of a river to the other. Some fishermen believed that the first salmon caught was very special. They prayed over it, cooked it, and gave everyone a taste. They put the skeleton back into the river. They believed that this would bring more salmon back the next spring. All the tribes of the Northwest were fine woodworkers. The Haida built big wooden houses that faced the sea. Sometimes they carved the front door to look like an animal's mouth. The Haida also carved and painted giant totem poles with birds, animals, and people on them. The totem poles told family stories and legends. The Northwest people often had feasts. Sometimes they lasted several days. At the feast, the host gave away many gifts, blankets, jewelry, even canoes. The host wanted to give away as much as possible. It showed just how important and rich he was.